Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with Chug Day 3, and I've got some cool ideas for this one. So I came up with this idea last night, where it sounds something, it's pretty simple, but I got some other riffs I want to tie with it, but it's basically... Right, but it's got this... rhythm to it, and I think it's kind of cool. It's gonna have some chunky stuff to it. So let's begin. I actually want to get an instance of Contact just because I want to use the One Kit Wonder Metal here. I just really like the sound of it, and the mix of it usually is pretty good. I do like Mix Ready or Close and Tight or something like that, and Mix Ready is a really good general go-to, and it sounds pretty good off the bat. I got the bass playing at the same time, but sees a little bit of room in there, so we can get right. And before we begin, I'm going to switch this up so that I can overdub with the MIDI. And yeah, let's get our instruments loaded up with our guitars here. It's same thing as usual. We are going to go with Archetype Gojira, my default for rhythm guitars, and we're going to jump over here to Artists, go down to Rich Henshaw from Haken, and go to Chunk. That's usually my go-to rhythm nowadays. It's nice and thick sounding. It is chunky, as the name describes, and it's articulate enough to do some of the articulatable riffs and stuff that I usually like to write in that style of like progressive metal. Just it's a good sound. I just like it, and it seems to fit well in a mix. So first of all, I want to find the so about 125, 120 is probably about where we're sitting here. Let's try to record that first guitar track, shall we? See where we can get. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I gotta go a little faster. 3, 4. You know what? Actually, I think I'm gonna slow this down just a little bit to 110, because I think it needs to be a little slower. 3, 4. Right. Let's hear how that sounds right there. Right. Okay, we got to turn the guitar bus down quite a little bit. Okay, cool. We're going to do the same thing again on the other track. Right, and that leads us right into a new section if we really want to. And I don't think that's going to be the beginning. I just wanted to get that riff down. I actually think that we're going to build, I'm going to have a little intro here, something in the beginning to set this whole thing off. And I think I know what it's going to be. So I'm going to go back here, I'm going to record another guitar take, and it's going to be like up high. And then it's gonna kick in, or maybe we make that longer and have some like Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Like on the drums or something. I don't know. We'll play around with it. Let me just move this over enough to warrant this. Okay. So we're gonna do some more guitars here at the beginning. Alright, I bled in a little bit there, that's fine. I just got my timing of when it was going to come in off. Alright, we're going to go to the next one. We're going to do the same thing. And then maybe have a jump in there with the heavier parts, right? Okay, so the next part I've got here, and I don't know if it's going to match this tempo or not, so we'll have to test out. My next riff goes like this. So it's going to be off a little bit. Da 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 da. 1, 2, 3. So what is that in? Is that in 5/4? It is something weird. 2, 3, 4. No! So maybe it's some weird meter of like 13/4 or something stupid, which would be like 7/4 and 6/4 put together, you know? It's always one short. Finally, okay, I got it. It is in 5/4. I just had to work on my timing a little bit. So I think I got it down. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna try to record it if I can. 3, 4. Okay, that's it right there. So it is in 5. That's okay. I do that a lot for reasons unbeknownst to me. Okay, so now that we've got it down, I can record the second part. Took a minute to figure that out. It doesn't help when you don't have the rhythm exactly 100% down to where you want it to lie to figure out the time signature that it's in, but hey, we eventually got it. Nice. Nice, nice. So now we got this. Okay, so I do have one more part to this that I wanted to add, and we'll see if it even fits. I came up with it with the rest of these riffs last night, so we'll see if it fits. And it goes something like just a real simple chromatic-y, like thrashy riff. So what I wanted to do is basically follow that, right? But with this in between. Which is going to be difficult to get down. But let's see with the timing. You know what? I'll record a take of it just to see if I can fit it later at the speed, but I don't know if it's going to stick around. But now that we've got these down, let's get some drums going to add a little more excitement to the rest of this and see what else we can kind of come up with. Something stupid. That fill was really dumb, but you get the point. Next riff. Okay, so we've got a little bit of drummage going on here. And I think I'm going to bring down those cymbals a little bit. They're just a hair too maxed out. Nice. Okay, so we're good on that. Next we got this riff. The kick and snare is good for that. Now we got to kind of get some cymbals in here. What would be good going into it though? So I think I'm doing some weird... So I'm definitely doing some weird stuff with the back and forth of the feel of this song. So I'm switching between like triplets and straight, which can be cool. Okay, we'll just think of this kind of in the aspect that we think like Gojira or like System of a Down, where they can kind of change up on a dime. Because I am going between triplets and straight meters, which again, that's fine, but... We're going to change those here. We're going to make them a little more like flammy. So that they're not so like on top of each other, because you're never going to hit when you're playing drums at the exact same time, so it's going to be a little more, maybe even a little further apart. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, huh? That's what I'm talking about, huh? Need to make them just off just ever so slightly, so it's makes them sound much bigger, because there's a bit of separation between the two sides, and it makes it a little more human, because nobody hits perfectly in time like that. I should do like a... If I really build it up, maybe it'll sound better, but maybe. Let's do the same thing. We'll just add a tom in there, right? Right, make it like a, yeah, like that. Yeah. Okay, so I think I've determined with this last riff here, if we come back to it, I'll find a way to add it, but I'm going to keep it out of there now. And I want to add some more guitar here to this middle section to bring out those octaves that I'm playing. Those octaves, because they're getting kind of drowned in the mix. So I'm going to bring out another thing here. I'm going to go up another... So let's do that. Right, just to bring it out a little more, give it some more. Yeah, I think that's, yeah, let's add the bass to see what else we can get going here and see how it kind of gets wrapped together, all right? Alright, so I added bass to those sections that I think require it, and I'm going to play through what we have so far, see what we've ended up with, whether we like it, whether we don't, if we want to fine tune it or not, because again, this is all just rough drafting. This is just screwing around and seeing what sounds good, tweaking things, all that fun stuff. It never turns out perfect, and every once in a while maybe there'll be a banger, but this is an idea, and this is how you flesh it out. But hey, let's play through it, see what we got, and I guess judge it from there. So. Okay, I think that's a good place to stop. I think I like where we have it. I think maybe this middle section. Okay, I like the direction this is going. This might be one to come back to and finish out into an actual song. Like I said, it's very rough in a lot of places, but hey, again, this is fleshing it out, getting the idea from up here onto something tangible that you can listen to, and then, hey, you got the idea out. If it's good, and you can continue to work on it. If it's bad, then you can just never come back to it again, like 50 million other riffs that I've written over the years. So that's it for Chug Day 3. Tell me what you thought about this one down in the comments, and hopefully this went a lot better than last week's. And yeah, I guess subscribe.